Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. How is everyone today? So good, I hope. So good. I am coming to you from my mother-in-law's spare bedroom, aka the office. So today I have, oh my gosh, I have so many things to talk to you about, but the biggest thing I wanted to talk to you about was let's celebrate the 4th of July. And so I had this idea. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? So we're going to use all kinds of bits and bobs. And we're going to start off with, I wanted to show you that I glued down some of my art papers that we've created in classes. Like this was from Glow Up Your Jellies. I think this was from Glow Up Your Jellies. This was, remember I stamped with the bread tag. Anyway, here's another one from Glow Up Your Jellies. Here's one from just a jelly printing exercise that Lauren and Tessa and I did, and I'm going to tell you, I'm kind of digging it. I don't even know what I'm going to do with it. But I just told myself that I was going to start putting some of those papers in my art journal. And so, and then who knows where that will take me, right? I think that might be I've been trying really hard this year to go, to fill up the pages kind of in order and not leave as many blanks like that. Oh, but this one is coated. So you know what? I'm going to use this one today. So what I want to do first and foremost is I'm going to paint a background, right? I'm just going to start painting this background for, let's see if I can move that ever so slightly. Paint this background that then we will build on. I'm going to paint everything today red, white, and blue in honor of 4th of July. So I want to start, and I just brought one paintbrush with me, a number 6. So that's where we're going. And I'm just going to get some water, add some water to this. I just love this ultramarine. And this page is already coated with watercolor ground, so that's making me happy. Every now and again, I work ahead and it makes me happy. I'm going to put some, and I think I'm going to add some water to this turquoise also. Oh, I can hear the church bells again. Okay, so I want to do this kind of a medley of blues on this page. So I'm going to get some water in there, let it start activating. While I'm letting that activate, I'm going to share some cool mail that I got just before I left. And so I thought, oh, that's a perfect thing to share. So I got a couple more. I think these might be my last postcards from the I, Hannah postcard exchange. I got one extra from my pal, but I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, you guys, look at this. Oh, I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see every little stinking detail, Keels. I'm sure it's going to be amazing. Okay, so look at this. This is from my friend Susie. And look, it's just a piece of corrugated cardboard. So this shows you that you can mail almost anything. Almost anything. So look at this. She did some artwork on the back, some collage on the back. And on the front, she put her stamp. She put my name and address, her name and return address, so you know I'll be sending her something. And then And then look at, she's got her Instagram and her email, and she's got some more stickers on the front. I just love that. I just love that. So that's one. And then I got this one from another postcard exchanger. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? This piece right here. I'm so here for it. And then she's got some pattern tissue on here. Look at this punchinella of sorts. And then she's got some dot work up here. She's got some stamping, all on this gorgeous painted background. I'm totally here for that. And then she wrote, Hi, Anne-Marie. Happy postcard swap. I hope that you had a lot of fun creating. I absolutely did. I tried to only use supplies that I had on hand for this swap. I hope that you like my card. Have an awesome summer, Katie. Stop it right now. Isn't it gorgeous? And she is from Illinois. And this person, the first person, Susie, is from Virginia. And then, the final postcard from the postcard exchange was an extra one from my friend Susan, who's part of our community. Look at this. Look at this. So it also is on a piece of cardboard, right? Come on. Isn't it gorgeous? It's going on my bulletin board above my desk. Hello, Anne. I made an extra postcard for you. Hope you receive lots of fun cards during the iHanna Spring Swap. See you in the fall. Sue Casella. Isn't it gorgeous? And look at this hand lettering. Shut up. Okay, but I do have one more piece of mail that I wanted to share with everybody. What did I do with it? I just had that zipper bag right here. Okay, before I left home, I got this piece of mail, and I'm going to open it with you. So, this is my friend Tessa sent my name in, and you'll never believe what's inside. So she said, so you have to send a self-addressed stamped envelope, and you just won't even believe this. It's a sourdough starter. This is sourdough starter from the 1847 Oregon Trail. How cool is that? And this tells the story and gives you lots of recipes. How amazing is that? This tells the story of, I think he had a relative who was on the Oregon Trail. Stop it right now. So if you are interested in doing this, because why wouldn't you? It's super fun. I will post the information in the group. I know. I think she's going to send it to my dad and my sister also. So I'm super excited about that. Oh, one more piece of heavy mail that I got and I got it a couple of days ago and I haven't shared it yet, was from my pal Keels, and it is, stop it, a 2024-2025 planner from Natural Life. If you know me, you know I love Natural Life, and I haven't put anything in here yet, but I do have a list to add to for 2025. And this is I'm just going to tell you right now, this is my favorite kind of planner. Like, I am a month at a glance kind of person. And so, like, I don't do well with like daily or weekly tasks. I do more lists and check off. I should totally do that. I should totally put those things in my planner, but I don't currently. I have been looking at a Hobonichi cousin. I've been kind of playing with that idea, not necessarily as a planner, but maybe as like a journal of sorts, like a year-long journal of sorts. I did not order this for myself, although I do have a couple of things in my natural living cart right now. I have a toothbrush cover that is so dang cute because I travel a lot. That wasn't always the case in my life. A toothbrush cover and a duvet cover. And those are just two of the things that I have in there. Okay, so let's see how this paint is doing. And I can tell you some other things that have been going on. So yesterday, Jeff and I went there's a grocery store here called Fraser Farms, and it is kind of like Sprouts. I don't know if any of you have a Sprouts in your area. So it's kind of a kind of a health food grocery store. Their produce is divine. I got a peach and two apples, maybe. I think. Because they were unusual apples. They were, it was a name that I had never heard of before. And you know how I love me some apples. So, you know, I grabbed my stickers because we got some artwork coming up there with that. Okay, so this is the apple I grabbed. An ambrosia apple. Has anybody tried that? And a piñata apple. I don't know. But I also ate a Cosmic Crisp at my mother-in-law's and a banana. A regular old, Chiquita banana. Anyway. Good morning, Denise. How are you? So I'm just painting a background page in my art journal, Denise, and then, so like I said, I'm just going to kind of mix and match this sea of blue. Oh, I made a whole list of things to talk about, and it's on my phone, which I'm videotaping from. Whatever. Let's see if I can remember them all. Oh, I know what I wanted to tell you about. After Jeff and I went to Fraser Farms, and can I tell you, I can wander a store like that like nobody's business. There was so much cool stuff. There was just, oh my gosh, it was amazing. I got a couple of weird snacks. What did I get? I got some pretzels. When Carmen and I worked together, she used to bring those peanut butter filled pretzels to work, and they were the perfect thing to kind of get you through the afternoon hump. Do you know what I mean? So I would go in the kitchen and I'd get like 5 or 6 of those little pretzels, and I would just put them in the pocket of my apron because that would kind of get me through until I could go home and eat dinner. Anyway, so I found these pretzels, these filled pretzels, and they're just those little stumpy pretzels. I found maple almond butter or something. I don't know. It just sounded interesting. And and I found a bottle of water. I'm always trying different waters. Look at this. It's in a glass bottle, and it's called Castle Rock water, and it's from Shasta Springs, which is near Sacramento. It's from glacier to glass. Who knows? But while I'm saying that, everybody take a drink. I wanted to try, there was like 3, I think, glass bottled waters, so I picked one. And you know what it tastes like? Water. But it's delicious water. It's nice and cold. It's been in the fridge all night. It's okay. I mean, yes, I think there's certainly, California doesn't have great tap water. Sault Ste. Marie has amazing tap water. I'm sure it's has something to do with the Great Lakes and all that jazz. And I'll just tell you, my dad gives us the business when we drink bottled water. Because he's like, we have perfectly good tap water here. Ba, 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 ba. And they do. So, anyway, yes, it is good, Valerie. Anyway, after we left there, we went for a ride down by the water. And you guys, we saw dolphin after dolphin after dolphin leaping in the water. Oh my gosh. Right off the shore. It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. Okay. I feel like this might need more dark blue. I feel like the turquoise has taken over a little bit. So, but I think I want to let that dry so that I can kind of, you know, figure out where I want to go with that next. So, while we're letting that dry, I have a couple of sheets to paint. So this is going to be a 2-weeker, so we'll work on it today and then next Thursday. So I grabbed the new You Give Me Butterflies art printable and the Artsy Rolodex Fodder art printable. And I thought, I want to paint bits and bobs of this, red, white, and blue. That's going to be, you know, that's my palette of choice. And then I also brought some washi tapes and what else did I bring? My trusty French text stamp, my jelly rollers, and my colored pencils. So I feel like, you know, I have a vision. So what I want everybody to concentrate on today is painting your background and painting all manner of fodder. So you can paint these pieces, you can paint some washi tape, because we're going to use all of that in next week's assemblage, because I kind of have an idea of where I want to take that assemblage in our art journal. So, let's just start painting and chatting. My mother-in-law is watching Wimbledon. She's British, and I will just tell you, I told you, 4th of July was always my father-in-law's, that this was his holiday. He loved 4th of July. So I have this little travel bottle of transparent watercolor ground that I just take with me, and I just keep refilling it. Dip my brush in there, paint these. I mean, you can use whatever fodder art printable you kind of choose. I just like this one because it has lots of bits and bobs. I mean, they all kind of do, right? But, oh, that's kind of thick. There was lots of fireworks last night. They have them last night and tonight. So tonight, we are going to watch fireworks from the Legoland parking lot. That's kind of one of our places that we go. Legoland always has big fireworks, and you can watch them from their parking lot. How about you? I'll tell you what my theory is. No, a couple of things, Keels. My father-in-law loved the 4th of July because he was a very proud American. He flew his American flag every day. and took it down every night. And he was a veteran, and because he was a veteran, he was asked to, and he had a convertible, he was asked to drive older veterans in the 4th of July parade. And we didn't even go to the 4th of July parade. You know what? I didn't even ask if they had it anymore. Isn't that weird? Anyway, okay, that task is done. So we're going to let that dry, and I'm just going to start painting these bits and bobs. So today's just all about painting and assembling, or painting, and I just want to get the painting part done because then we can zhuzh them up, right? So we have so many pictures of my father-in-law in his 4th of July finest, driving his red convertible down Pacific Coast Highway every year for the 4th of July parade. I think part of it was also Keel's that he could get the whole family here because we would go to the beach, we'd have cookouts, it was for years and years and years. That was our part of our summer. Everybody take a drink. So now yeah, that's so funny, Valerie. Last night we saw professional neighborhood fireworks out the back window. It's kind of crazy. Let's start with some blue. I think that he could gather us all together. And now since Ben has been gone, Jeff and I try to always be here for the 4th of July for Eileen. We work very hard to make that happen. Oh, look at that. So pretty. So I think we will go see them at Legoland tonight. But who knows? You know. Oh, nice, Keels. I do love fireworks, I have to say. I do love fireworks. Okay, what else am I going to paint in blue? Because I have some blue, leftover blue on my paintbrush. I like to just start with that wash of color, and then I can build from there, right? Let's do this one. I was going to look in the bag of tricks and see if I did bring another paintbrush. I don't think so. Nope, I did not. I didn't think I did. I kept thinking about it and then, you know. Let's try some red. Those dolphins, I'm telling you right this minute, they were something to see. And usually when you're driving on the Strand, they should be moseying along, but sometimes they want to go fast. Nobody wanted to go fast last night. Everybody was just watching the dolphin. It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. So my goal, is to have these all painted, all my bits and bobs painted, so that when we drive home tomorrow, I can fiddle with them. You know, I can zhuzh them up on the way home in the car. We drive home tomorrow. So Valerie, did you see what happened yesterday? Why I wasn't able to see the comments? Because I went live on the Adorn It Stitch It Facebook group instead of my own. I don't know, what was I thinking? I have since shared it to mine, but you know, whatevs. I'm thinking let's do red in here. And if I overshoot these, honest to goodness, Valerie, so I had to write Georgiana and say, I'm really sorry. And she was like, nope, it's fine. You can go live there anytime. So I thought, oh, well, maybe I'll start doing that a little more often. Well, guess who just opened the door and came in? Hi, Sally. He's a funny guy. He doesn't like Grandma's house because the floors are slippery. And because he's a little bit blind and deaf, he gets himself into predicaments. Like between the wall and the side of the bed, or like right now, he's under the now he's going right to the window. He does have to stand guard. You don't know. There's a lot of people walking by with their dogs. They have an audacity, according to Solomon. He doesn't bark as much as he used to, but he does like to, you know, be part of the neighborhood happenings. He is Neighborhood Watch. Yes. Hey Sherry, how are you? Are you in Tucson for the 4th? Oracle, I should say. Hi Lisa, how are you? So nice to see you. So we are playing with all kinds of bits and bobs for our red, white, and blue art journaling extravaganza. So today we are concentrating on, well, I painted the background. I painted the background page for all the bits and bobs to play on. But I think I want to work on this a little bit more. It's feeling kind of purple. So I want to get some more blues in there. So this is just my first layer, but it was already coated with watercolor ground. So I'm going to let that dry, and I'm just going to tell you, I'm in California. Guess what? Stuff doesn't dry. Look at, and then I have the artsy Rolodex fodder that I painted with watercolor ground. It's going to take forever and a day for that to dry. Just saying. What if I put it on the bed, maybe? A little bit of breeze. The sun never came out yesterday. It was very overcast, and it's looking overcast again today. My mother-in-law keeps going, oh, it'll burn off. It did not yesterday, so I don't have high hopes that it's going to burn off today. I think he got a little tired of Wimbledon. Solomon. Yep, because now he's back in here with me. But his blanket is in the family room with the TV, so he's having a heck of a time deciding where he's gonna hang for a while. That's for sure. Jeff just came to get him. He just pushed the door open, Jeff. He's got to know what's going on, you know. Let's get a little bit of bread in here. Oh my gosh. So last night, we're sitting, Eileen and I, Jeff went to pick up a pizza that, remember I was telling you about the guy that made me feel all agitated in the doctor's office waiting room? Sometimes that's my husband. Because he gets so upset about things that I'm like, what do I care? But anyway, he went to pick up a pizza, and he had ordered it, and he went to pick it up, and they hadn't even started making the pizza. So he's like, all right. So then he just texted me, and he's like, I'm going to be a little while. And I said, it's okay. Your mom and I are just looking at pictures. We were looking at, a cousin had brought family pictures over from England. So we were just looking at pictures. Anyway, then he called. And he goes, like a half an hour later, and he was like, seriously, they completely forgot about us. So, like, they forgot about him a second time. So, and people were coming in and out, getting their pizza, sitting down and eating, and he had not been served. And I was like, oh gosh. But I was home just looking at old pictures with my mother-in-law, so I was happy as a clam. And so was she, because then she could tell me some family stories. So guess what I found out? So my mother-in-law's father and mother were both missionaries for, I know, Keely, whatever. It kind of takes me, I have a pretty long tether, but once I get mad, then it's kind of like there's no turning back. But he does not have a long tether. Anyway. Oh, you know what? I'm thinking about this. I'm loving this red, white, and blue. I don't know. I didn't ask Valerie. He was still upset about it when he got home, so I didn't ask. Everybody take a drink. So anyway, so my mother-in-law so we're talking about, I go, tell me about your dad. And she said, well, what would you like to know? And I go, I don't know, just tell me something. So she said, have patience, Nancy? I don't know. I think I'm going to do red centers in these flowers. Let that dry, and then do a blue background. Shut up. That'd be cute, don't you think? Anyway, so she goes, well, he was in the Salvation Army, remember? And I said, yes. So did you guys know that Salvation Army is a religion? My mother-in-law was raised in the Salvation Army religion. And her parents were missionaries. And so she told me, oh, no patience over the little things. No. when we're driving and he gets upset with traffic, I just go, you should just concentrate enjoying time with your wife. He does not see the humor in that at all. At all. Okay, so anyway, she said, well, when he was younger, I guess his dad and his brother were both suit cutters in England. And he did not want to go into that line of work. And so she said that he her father, when he was not yet 18, tried to enlist for World War II. And his father chased him down and said, absolutely not, you're not of age, blah, 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 blah. Then once he turned 18, he did enlist and served. And while he was serving, he was captured and was a prisoner of war. By the Germans. And once the war was over, he was released. So he must have been a prisoner of war for kind of a while. I just love learning a family story. Don't you love learning a family story? I could listen to those forever. That's what I do when I go home with my aunts, and I will just listen to the stories forever and a day. I have this little bit of red on my paintbrush. I could do some red right here. Anyway, that was so fascinating. So that's how I kind of distracted Jeff when he got home. I go, hey, did you know this? And he was like, no way. So then he was all distracted. I know him. I know how his brain works. All right, let's see. Where do we want to go from here? Anyway, don't you love a family story? I love a family story. I do. Oh my gosh, and I'm already starting to like visualize these on my page. But I think I want to do some green on the stems. I'm going to add another color to our mix here. Green. So our stems and leaves are going to be green. So you see why this is a two-part project? Because we have to paint them and then take them to the next level, then fussy cut all of them. So you see what I'm saying? It's going to take us a while. Lots of neighborhood dogs. Do you hear them? And I'm just going to tell you, Solomon doesn't bark at them anymore. He does, not that he's not bothered by them. You get the feeling that he's, that he's kind of had it sometimes. Get a little bit of green on here. Ta-da! Look what just that has done. Isn't that crazy? How that just pops everything just that little bit more. That seems a bit dry, so I could go in with some blue. We're gonna have to be pretty strategic. Blue. Right? Do a little bit of blue here. Oh, so I was talking in my stitchery group yesterday, and I was talking about how I took Brax and Desi to see Inside Out 2. Oh my gosh, was it good? It was so good, you guys. I just loved it. So yesterday we were talking about movies, because my mother-in-law loves movies, but she doesn't last so long anymore. And she said, Kathleen, who's her caregiver, she goes, Kathleen went to see that Yellowstone. And I go, oh, the Kevin Costner movies. And she said, yeah. She goes, she said there were 4. And I go, no, I think there's only 2. I said, there's one out now and one that'll be out in August. And she said, yes, I think that's the one. I go, do you want to go see it? Oh, no. She goes, no, Kathleen said it was just a cowboy movie. And I go, exactly. I love a cowboy movie. She was like, absolutely not. Anyway, that made me laugh. That made me laugh so hard. I was like, well, all right, I guess I'll go see that when I get home. There are going to be 4. All right. So when do the other 2 come out? I know. Then I read that it was 3 hours long, and I thought, she'll never last. She'll never last. I'll wait till my friend Shelly comes. She's a cowgirl. She would totally go with me. Because I don't know that Jeff would even go. You know what I mean? Oh, all right, Keels. Well, it's just like anything streaming, right? You never know when the next season is going to happen. You never know when the next installment is coming out. That's always weird. To me. Let's get some more blue in here. I really want to see it, but that made me laugh pretty hard. Yes. So I need to start working on this butterfly, the blue in the background. It's feeling very 1976, isn't it? All this red, white, and blue. Anybody remember the celebrations in 1976? Oh, I remember in 8th grade art class, our teacher had us, every year you'd make like a folder of sorts, but it was really big. It was that tag board. Remember, like, just tag board? And it was 2 sheets, and then the sides we made these kind of like an accordion, like a binding on the sides, but accordion so that it would open wider depending on how much. And then you decorated the front and the back, and then you put all of your creations from the year in there, and then at the end of the year you took it home. Anyway, mine had a giant 76 on it. Oh my gosh. And it was so 70s. It was like this. It was. And this was big. And then the 6 was right like this. Oh, it was so 1970s. I loved it. It was so fun. I loved that assignment every year to decorate for the whole year. I just found that. I loved it. I thought about what I was going to do beforehand. I knew it was coming. I don't know if I still have that. It's probably in the basement at my parents'. I loved that. Oh my gosh, I could totally do that again though. I could do a page in my art journal, just remembering it if I don't still have it. Because I kind of remember. Oh, it had stripes and stars and oh. Oh no, Vicky, I'm so sorry to hear that. That must have stunk. So we're doing an all-American art journaling installation. Let's see, I gotta come at it from a different angle, I think. So I'm coming to you in my pajamas again because I didn't make it in the shower in time. I had to make my mother-in-law and I some fried eggs. That was her request this morning. And so this was my, oh, you can't see the 76. Here we go. There. It was like that. And then it had like stars and stripes and it was all red, white, and blue. And if I'm remembering correctly, it took up like almost the whole front of that piece of tagboard, and that tagboard was like at least 2 by 3, maybe a little longer. There, can you see the 76? I mean, that's a very rough version of it, but oh, sisters, I loved that. You know what's crazy? I don't remember that art teacher's name. I remember my high school art teacher's name. And I don't remember my, well, I remember my art school teachers, but I don't remember my college art school, because I have 2 degrees. I know, it was 2 totally different times in my life. That art teacher, I do remember that my college art teacher, we did pottery, we did some pottery, and we did a bunch of different things, and mine were all, funky, as you can imagine. They were not perfection at all, but I got to try like all these different kinds of firing techniques. And one was called Reiki or something like that, and it looked like almost like fireworks. So pretty. Do you remember any of your art school or your art class projects that stuck out in your mind? My high school art teacher was amazing. He, Mr. Tenier, he let us do, oh my gosh, we did batik, we did soldering, we did the pottery wheel, we got introduced to, oh my gosh, so many projects, so many techniques. I remember we made the human form with wire hangers, just wire. We bent it and made a human form. Ooh, Lisa. So did you pick a bridge like in your community, or did you pick like a famous bridge? And what was your building material? Was it popsicle sticks? Was it, I don't know. balsa wood. Oh, I loved working with balsa wood because you could kind of cut it into anything. Oh. It's so funny. At my mom's funeral, at the funeral home, our old next door neighbors came and they read. Oh, fascinating. So did you have to wet it and bend it and let it dry? Oh, that sounds interesting. Anyway, so our next door neighbors growing up came. Their family and our family became very, very close. Their mom died years ago, and so and they had two sons with special needs. One who was my age and one who was my brother Jerry's age. I don't know what Jack, that's the son who was the same age as me. I don't remember. I don't know if they ever said what his exact challenge was, but Danny, the one who is my brother's age, he has Down syndrome. Anyway, but Shelley, the older girl, she was like, I think a year older than me, maybe 2 years older than me. Anyway, she liked to take art too. So boy, we talked about Mr. Tenier a lot. We talked about him a lot. At the funeral home. And she talked about how my mom always made her feel special, and that made me feel so proud. And my mom and dad really were involved in those boys' life. And the girls, because each sister, Jean and Shelley was just older than me, and Jean was in between Teresa and I. And those girls have each, since both of their parents are gone now, but each of those girls have taken on a brother. And so they certainly guide them through their lives. Jack is married now. And Danny lives in a group setting, and he's just thriving. He loves it. I think he does bike riding with his sister. Like, I think they do, not competitive, but you know those like group bike ride things? I think that's what they do, if I'm remembering correctly. And it's so funny, at the funeral home, as we're getting ready to leave, Jean ran over and she had baked us a Rubbermaid full of chocolate chip cookies. And I'm just going to tell you, our whole family was like, that was like a perfect sweet spot. Do you know what I mean? After a trying day. It was lovely. Like, little by little, those memories are coming back to me. Another memory is one of my mom's really good friends, Marilyn Irwin, was her very good friend, and she's the one who got her into quilting. And her other friend, Willa, was she and my mom. Willa was like always like a very free thinker and super creative, and did, oh my gosh, she was just amazing. Anyway, she and my mom, she's the one who started my mom knitting Christmas stockings. And if you know anything about my mom, she knitted Christmas stockings for everybody in our family. Like, not just the 5 of us, but like her sisters and her sisters' kids and her brother's kids, and just amazing. Anyway, but now there's one less stocking to be knit, and that's on me. And I don't have my mom here to help me turn the heel, so I'm so nervous about that. I'm still working on the long straight. Anyway, so I was talking to Willa and her daughters about that, and her daughter Kayla was like, well, it's fallen to me. And I go, well, do you have any tips? So I thought, well, I might be able to call on Willa to help me turn the heel. You know what I mean? Wet, bend, dry, and paint. Oh my gosh, I bet that was what a sense of accomplishment that project must have been, Lisa. Oh my gosh. That must have been so fun. So fun. Well, I don't know if I finished all of the things I wanted to talk to you about. Because like I said, that list is on my phone. But I think we filled up an hour, didn't we? Talked about lots of fun things. Hung out. Grew our community just that little bit of closeness. I know, it goes so fast, doesn't it? It just always feels like it goes so fast. I did see that Krispy Kreme's is giving away a free donut if you wear red, white, and blue today. I don't know if we'll be doing that. But I did happen to see that this morning on, I don't know, some place on social media. We used to have big cookouts. I think Jeff might be making steaks tonight on the grill. It has gone so fast, hasn't it? It has. And we didn't do... I need to pay attention. We didn't do... let's do some comfort book. I know we'll go over a little bit, but I think it's okay, don't you? Yesterday's was so fitting, wasn't it, Valerie? I just loved it. I just loved it. Oh, let's take a drink while we're waiting for that to load. Of my expensive glass bottle water. Ooh, tips for how to make a bad day better. Get up, get washed. Well, I got up, but I didn't get washed, and I didn't get dressed. Get up, get washed, get dressed, stand up, move your body, put your phone in another room, go for a walk, stretch, place your legs against the wall, get some sunlight, if there is some available. Head, if you can, to somewhere green. A garden, a park, a field, a meadow, a forest. Breathe deeply and slowly and consciously for a little while. Phone someone you love. If there's a nagging thing you are expected to do, but really don't want to, cancel it now. Do it now. If you can, cook a good meal and concentrate on the process. Cooking is the best kind of active meditation. Avoid artificial blue light, especially after dark. Allow bad thoughts, because that way they pass through quicker. Watch some TV you really like, but before you watch it, work out how long you want to watch for and stick to it. If it is a clear night, watch the stars, just as Marcus Aurelius did in times of turmoil nearly 2,000 years ago. Go to bed before midnight. Don't try too hard to get to sleep. Just allow your mind to absorb the day. Let all those fears and frustrations float away. That was a good one, wasn't it? That was so good. That was so good. Now let me find you again. Here we go, here we go, here we go. There you are. There you are. So, a couple of things. Paint all the things red, white, and blue. Collect your fruit and vegetable stickers. Try to make a bad day a good day. That's what I'm going to do. Although my day is pretty good. I'm hanging out with you guys, right? How can that be bad? It's not. It absolutely is not. If you get the chance, if you could make sure that you like, comment, and share this video. Let's see what happens with that. Let's see how we can work the algorithm. I don't know. Seriously. I have not figured it all out. But I keep trying. And I just like passing, spreading the good word about art. I have a little bit to finish on this butterfly. I get a little overzealous over here, so I might have to do a little repair work. I hope that you have a nice 4th of July and that it is safe and that you at least see a little bit of fireworks. I can hear children outside again. I love that sound. There was a little girl in Fraser Farms yesterday who was just interested in anything but her mother. It was the funniest thing. Jeff and I giggled and giggled. Because you know what? It's not us anymore. And that little girl was so interested in what was in our cart that she started to follow us down an aisle. And her mom... And then we started to giggle, and the mom just smiled at us. But it was like an exasperated smile. It was so cute. So, so cute. So I will be returning home tomorrow. So newsletter probably won't go out until, depending on what time we leave, probably won't go out until Saturday, but promise it will. And the July calendar will be in there. Just make some art and enjoy your time, figure out a way, whatever works for you. Maybe you like a house full of people. Maybe you don't. Maybe you, I don't know, like to go to like a 4th of July celebration. Maybe you prefer to stay home. Whatever it is, do what makes you happy. I promise. Take those moments that you can. It makes a difference in your own mental health. The little boy across the street is just big something. Anyway, I will bid you adieu. And at some point today, I will shower. While his mom and Eileen, I should say, Jeff's mom and Jeff continue to watch tennis. And I just stitch away Valerie. I was just stitching the 3 kings while the tennis match was going on yesterday. I want to finish this. I've got to finish this butterfly. But if you have to go, it's okay. I will for sure see you on Tuesday. And then for sure on Wednesday. And then for sure on Thursday. If you live in the Dallas area, I will be in the Dallas area next Saturday and Sunday. And so, if you want to get together and have a Coke and chat, let me know. Let me know. I adore you all. Thanks so much for hanging with me. And embrace the red, white, and blue, you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.